Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord, everybody, everybody, praise the Lord. How's everybody doing on this Sunday on Father's Day? Hope everybody's doing well, everybody's doing okay. Before we get started, I'm asking everybody to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notification so that every time that I drop a video or go live, you will be notified each and every time. And the most important thing, leave a comment so we'll know how everybody is doing, how we doing, and everything. So let's get into the conversation. Thank you, man. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. How are you doing today? And I suppose that went live at 6 o'clock. I got in my recliner and I went to sleep. Went to took a little nap, dozing off, on and off. But we're going to talk about morals and values. How we as people are losing our morals and values. You know, as I sit back and watch, I look on social media, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube, all these different platforms. And I see how we as men, we as women, you as women are losing morals and values. And it's not good. It's not good. It's not good at all. You know, we been saying that we be wanting good men, y'all be wanting good women and all this kind of stuff. And what you see on the internet is a shame. It's really a shame where you got women dressing half naked, still got men walking around here with their hands hanging half off their behind. But this is what y'all say y'all want. Y'all want a good man. Y'all want a good woman. But how can you find a good man and a good woman when they don't have morals and they don't have values? You know what I'm saying? You know, me as looking at for me as a man, and I see women on internet half naked, shaking their booty. That don't look good. That don't look good because men gonna look at you the way you dress, the way you act, the way you walk, the way you talk. You know, back in the late early years, I'm saying early years, you didn't see grandma and grandpa. Y'all didn't see grandma walking around half naked. Y'all didn't see grandma shaking her booty with booty shorts always up her crap or whatever. So my question is to y'all, why do we lose morals and values? I'm gonna drop a link. So if anybody want to come up and talk about it, they are welcome to come. They are welcome to come. Because this is something that I would like to talk about. I don't want to talk about keep talking about the same people every day. Let's talk about morals and values. So I'm gonna drop the link. Don't be scared to come to the panel. Let's talk about morals and values. Why do we lose it? Why are we losing? Then we raising kids imitating what we do. You know, how can you teach your son not to sell drugs when he sees his father selling drugs? How can you teach your daughter not to be on a stripper pole when all that she know that's what her mother does? So let's talk about it. We're gonna talk about morals and values. What happened to when what happened to us going out there busting our behinds to work to make a living? What happened to those days? How can you teach your kids work ethics if you don't have work ethics? There's too many people out here that don't have work ethics. Too many. And that's what our young people growing up seeing. No work ethic at all. So let's talk about it. Don't be scared to come to the panel, but this is an important conversation. Very important conversation. Oh, Michelle, did you see my message on IG? These young girls, these two fans, and we all in prayer. You know what? Only thing that I can see, I understand that we all need prayer, but sometimes, but sometimes, oh my God, is everything okay? Is everything okay? No, I don't think. Yeah, because the reason why because they're imitating what the parents are doing. Everything starts at home. That's where it begins. There. Okay. Yeah. The third time this week. Oh my God. You ain't even had to mention that. I already know what you was talking about, so you ain't even have to mention that. But we will keep her in our prayers. Definitely that. But what do y'all think? What do y'all think? We can't keep quiet on stuff like this. We got to start talking about stuff like this. We got to. Even you see YouTubers done lost their moral and value. And I'm not just talking about one person. I'm talking about men and women. I'm talking about men and women. I mean, it don't make sense. We losing things that God gave us. Like I told y'all the other day, there was some 13, 14-year old out in the neighborhood robbing a delivery driver, and everybody just standing around recording. I don't understand that. True that. That's true. That's true. And it is. Well as moms are important too. Not just dads, but both. Both are important. But sometimes we lose control of being a mom and being a dad. We lose control. We lose it. But how do we gain that back? I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna put it as I'm gonna put it at 75-25. I'm gonna put it like that. But you do have some moms do walk away though. Do my children is out of control. I think control is false. That's what we should do. We can do. Yeah. See, that's one thing about it. When you're in a situation, sometimes we as parents don't think about the children. We think about ourselves, but we don't think about the children. And then now, when the children start acting out, then we want to say that they out of control. And most of the time, we the ones as parents are out of control. We the one. We caused the problem. They didn't cause the problem. We caused the problem. We get into our little, they get into they fuss and fighting and about something that really ain't called for. And now the kids are acting out because they see what the mom and the daddy do. But how do we gain it back? How do we gain it back? Because the same way you lose it, the same way you can get it back. Because I believe with the situation with those 13, 14-year-old kids, I believe that they're gonna try them as an adult. I believe that. On that situation, Michelle, all I can say is look to the hills with some of your help. That's your guidance. That's your guidance. That's the only guidance that you need. The only guidance. But at the same time, as you're going through it, don't lose the struggle. Don't give up. Let go and let God. Let God have His way. What's going on, IH? How are you? Happy Father's Day. So, I mean, we gotta take back control. We got to fix ourselves first before we can. Before I heard a story one time before where a man he he does everything he does everything for the neighborhood. He can fix everything that's going wrong in the neighborhood, but couldn't fix nothing that was going on in his own home. And the moral of the story is, how can you fix what's in the neighborhood? How can you fix what's in the neighborhood if you can't fix what's in your home? You can't fix what's in your home. You can't fix what's going on in the neighborhood. You can't. How can we walk down? No, my son. Yeah, fall asleep. Every night. And you know what? He's doing a great thing. He's doing a great thing. The Bible tells us to raise our kids in a way that you should go that when you get older, you want to depart from it. So if you keep them in the word and study the word, you ain't gonna have no problem. He might be the one that be able to pull you out of your situation. You never know. He's gonna be the one to pull you out. So I'm gonna drop a link again. I got 8 people in here. And I know somebody got something to say. They want to come to the panel and say something. Prayer like 50 times a day. You gotta be fighting for folks, for every participant that. But the scripture is grounded are those things. Hey, don't give up. The best is yet to come. But you can't lose it as a mother. You can't lose it. You can't give up the fight. Because at the end of the day, she's gonna see that her mother is a fighter. Regardless of what situation it is. She's gonna know that her mother is a strong woman. See, that's what grandma and grandpa did back in the day. They prayed. They prayed for the family. They prayed for everybody. They prayed for their kids, their kids, their kids, and their kids. That's all we can do sometimes. Is just pray. But sometimes we can continue to pray for the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. When we pray, we got to leave it there. We got to leave it there and trust and believe that God is going to fix it. God is going to fix it. But see, if you and her father don't get on one accord, then that's where it's going to start. At. That y'all have to get on one accord when it comes to her. Together we stand, divided we fall. That's where it comes in. Man. Y'all don't stand together, the body y'all gonna fall. So I mean, that's all you see on the internet. I mean, it don't make sense. It really don't. You know, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, uh, TikTok, Twitter, all this stuff. It can be the devil's playground. It can truly be the devil's playground. All this stuff was created so that we can lose focus. You know, women get on here and they dress half naked to draw attention. And my thing is, what are you advertising? What are you really advertising? Men's with the pants halfway down. What are you advertising? See, back in the days, you used to see women walking up and down the street with the, you know, but now when you have to walk up and down the street, only thing they have to do is come onto the internet. They're selling their stuff on the internet. What happened to leaving everything to the imagination? I was looking at this bring such bad spirit money. Not only that, not only liquor. You got weed, you got powder, you got ecstasy, you got all these different stuff that's out here in the world that bring in bad spirits. And you used to hear people, oh, I'm gonna move my family over to this side of town, this side of town. It don't matter where you move at. All the stuff still exists. It don't even matter. Oh, I'm gonna move my kids to the suburbs. They have it. You might not hear about it, but they have it. They have the same stuff that the hood has, but it's not being broadcast. Everything that's in the hood be broadcast. Everything in the suburbs, in the rich neighborhoods and stuff like that, it don't get broadcast until something really happens. Man. And even sometimes when things go bad in the rich neighborhood or either in the suburbs, it still don't get reported. It's like it gets swept right up under the bridge. You think just because little Susie lives in a rich neighborhood, she ain't at home, her mom and daddy going through something, then she at home, she cutting her wrist and all this kind of stuff. You don't think they go through stuff? They go through stuff just like we do, but it don't be told until something happens. It don't be told to little Susan done killed herself. But each and every day it's been reported into the middle class neighborhood, into the poor neighborhood. Why do you think there's always more liquor stores in the average um, poor neighborhoods? You don't see that many liquor stores in on the rich side of town. You might have a few, but you ain't gonna have that many as what is on the other side of town. See, and as I can see now, nobody don't want to talk about it. I see you the only person that comes in and want to talk about it. Nobody else don't want to talk about it. Yes, all of it. Look at PD and all the bad things he did on all those drugs. That's you know what that's the number one, that's the number one thing right there. Does your lifestyle really have to change because your situation changed? Do it really? Does your morals and values change because do it really have to change because you became rich? Does it really have to change? See, that's what happens. People allow money to change them. Instead of changing the money, they change themselves. Man, I mean, like one neighborhood I grew up in, I done seen teenagers out they selling their mom and daddy drugs, giving their mom and daddy drugs. You know, I can truly say when I was growing up, you know, my stepdad, he sold marijuana back in the days when I was coming up. But at the same time, he was a hard working man. He was a hard working man. And he only sold drugs during the time when they either work was slow and the bills need to be paid, but it was not a everyday thing, you know. I mean, I don't think Diddy was a bad person, but the drugs definitely brought out an evil side of him. Don't don't nothing good come from it. Nothing, nothing at all. All these kids overdosing on fentanyl. Yes, yes, the devil is busy. I was, in the same neighborhood. The landlord. I mean, it was like a group of us was standing outside talking, and then the landlord walked up and he asked me a question. He said, I'm trying to clean up the neighborhood, but how do I clean up the neighborhood? I said, you get rid of all the crackheads, you get rid of all the crackheads, who the drug dealers gonna have to sell to? Weed is legal. Got like 10 disposal in the town I live in. And I live in a very upscale part of town. When it comes to those dispensaries, look at how many, look how many, take a survey. It starts with us. Like I said, everything starts with us. We have the power to control those things. But when you got more weed heads than the average people that don't smoke, anything can get passed. Correct? Now, and now fentanyl is killing families, it's breaking my heart. Because we don't fight no more for those things. We don't fight. We don't fight at all. It's like we get scared when it comes to stuff like that. We only fight when something happens. When something happens. I can tell a story right now where when my grandmother was living, my grandmother was the person that kept the family together. You know what I'm saying? And when she passed away, things things slowly started drifting away, like family events and stuff like that. But now things are not the same no more. I don't do any drugs or alcohol, but weed seems to be the fastest option for people that choose to indulge it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You are truly right. And I can't believe, see, like that, I can't even believe that what we're talking about, people are scared to talk about, scared to come in and talk about it, or they don't even want to talk about it. You know, I don't know. When I was coming up, when I was coming up, we had to go out. Me and my brother, we had to go out, rake leaves, cut grass, but pretty much mostly raking leaves. You know, my mom made my stepdad go out there and buy out some rakes. Every time he got paid, he went to go buy some trash bags. He bought trash bags. We had to go throughout the summer to rake leaves, bring back home the money, stuff like that. We didn't really have a summer like, summer. Maybe every other summer we used to travel to go to when we were small, we used to travel to go to Charlotte, North Carolina to visit my dad's side of the family, my stepdad's side of the family. But at the same time, those things don't even happen no more. We as people don't do things like that. Granddaddy used to take us hunting and well really not hunting. He used to take us fishing. Granddaddy used to take us to go and cut down wood and stuff like that. I mean, me, me, my brother, and my oldest cousin, which God bless his soul, he's deceased now. Those are the things that we did coming up. My younger sister, kid, father, he praise of her last week. But he in and out because we have left her black and blue in front of her, only 5 years old, and she ain't even called police. Both eyes closed shut. You know what? On a situation like that, for him, it's going to take something tragedy to really happen for him to change his ways. Something really tragic is going to happen. See, back in the days when I'm gonna give another story. I'm gonna give another story. And everything I'm telling y'all is true. My stepdad one night got a phone call from his sister saying that her husband or boyfriend at the time had hit her. And my stepdad, called my uncle. and both of them went to went to her house and jumped on the boyfriend or either the husband at the time. I don't know which one it was. I forgot. And to this day, it ain't no more problem. See, we're not stepping up as women. We're not stepping up as men. Back like I said, when we was coming up, man, you see, when we was coming up, and the older people see young people doing something wrong, the older people will put that person in check. But now you can't really say too much to people, kids anymore, unless the mom and the dad are ready to fight. Like but so did he get locked up? If he didn't get locked up, there's something wrong with your laws in that state. My son about both. I'm telling you, do y'all have brothers? Do you yeah? Do you have a brother? Do you have uncles? But the most important, she shouldn't be the one that calling the police. Somebody in the family should be calling the police. Even though people, I don't want to get involved. I don't want to get involved because she ain't gonna do nothing. Why not going back to him? So what? As long as you do your part, that's all that matters. She refused to call the police and press charges, blame it on mental health issues. Let me tell you something. Y'all don't pick up that phone and call. Ain't neither one of them gonna get no help. I was still called. I was still called. I don't care how many days you. I don't. It shouldn't matter how many days later that you found out. If you found out that the police wasn't even called, it's still not too late. Still not too late. But someone did call CPS to investigate for the kids' safety. I be calling CPS. I be calling the, the the police or anybody that would listen and do something about it. Not only that you're saving the kids' lives, but you're saving the mom and daddy life. You're saving the daddy's life. He needs help as well. Don't wait. See, it would be too late if he would have done something to your sister, and the next thing you know, you seeing your sister laying in front of the church, or you seeing your sister laying in front of the funeral home. And then people want to wish that, oh, I wish I could have done something. You should have done something. You could have done something. But now here it is. You gotta see your brother, you gotta see your sister being laid in front of the church or laid in front of the funeral home. Gotta be told. And if they get mad, let them be mad. I think my mom reported it to CPS. She lived, she loved my sister. But she lived, my sister won't press charges. I'm scared for the blame. Man, call the police. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Like I said, things have changed from back in the day. Granddaddy didn't care. Granddaddy was gonna pull up with his shotgun. Granddaddy pulled up with his shotgun. See, those times changed. Things have changed. We have changed. See, like I made a post. God had set the pattern for us, but we wind up changing the pattern. Now everything is all out of whack because we didn't follow the pattern that God has set for us. We lose it. We losing. We got to get back what we lost. Sister's very upset. CPS got called. So what? So let her be mad. Let her be upset. They came and talked to her, to the kids, and he is not staying there. But Shaw said they told her they will be back sometime this week. See, they not gonna they'll be back sometime this week, but they ain't not gonna tell her what day they coming back because what they gonna do, what they want to do is catch him there. See, that's what morals and values come in because women are putting these men before their kids. They putting, and then next thing you know, here it is. You got a son. The son gonna think is that it's okay to put hands on a woman. And then if you got a daughter, you teach your daughter that it's okay for a man to put his hands on you. We don't lost our morals and values. We don't lost it. See, we forgot sometimes where we come from. We came from a family. If you came from a family with morals and values, you should still have those same morals and values. You should. And if you see, if you just got out of a relationship, give your son, especially when you got kids, give yourself some time to be in another relationship. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. That is reputable, it's sad. And I wonder where did things go wrong? See, that's what we got to look at. We got to examine things and see where did it go wrong. Because if she was raised up with moral and value, then where did it go wrong? What caused it? Sometimes we got to sit here and we got to dissect things. You got to open it up. It's a shame. Like I said, it's a shame. Like even right now, there's 7 people in this chat, and Michelle, you the only one that's talking. Me and you the only one that's talking. See, people scared to talk about stuff like this. My sister went homeless for 2 years because no one would take her and him in the house because they was the very sad. Okay, I understand that part. I really do understand that part. But what I don't understand is that still at the same time, where did she lose it at? Where did things go wrong? Something went wrong. Something her mental state, her mental is she got mental issues as well. She's got stuff that she's dealing with and don't know how to deal with it. And that's the reason why she might be on the way she is. Something caused it because nobody's just not gonna be turned that way in overnight. She said she could live with us, but not him. And she chose to He's homeless with him. Wow. Wow. It's bad. It's bad. It's very bad. I just don't get it. We said she can deal with us, but not him. And she chose to. My sister definitely got those issues. I think she could be autistic or probably just no good social skills at all. But where did it go wrong? We can list all these things that's going on, but where did it actually go wrong at? We got to go back. You got to sometimes you have to go back and look at it where it all started at, and how it got started and why it got started. Till you fix that problem, you can only then you can fix the problem that's at hand. See, like just like I said, we can sit here, we can sit here on social media each and every day, and I'm not talking just about me. I'm talking about everybody. Hold on, hold on. She had a full scholarship, and she was going to be a doctor. Another guy started smoking weed and experimented with other drugs. His life went downhill from there. Dropped out of college. See, that was her stumbling block. That was her stumbling block. She got weak. She got weak. That's what it was. She got weak during that time. But back to what I was saying, we can see that here on social media each and every day, and we can talk about a person, talk about a person, talk about a person, and we can get our numbers up by talking about a person. But if you take away that person and start talking about the situation or the problem, then your numbers are not going to be the same as when you talk and bringing that person name up in the situation. And that's sad that we can sit here and we can talk bad about a person, but we can't talk bad about the situation. We can't talk about homeless. We can't talk about drugs. We can't talk about anything that's life skill. Or we can talk about a person and get our numbers up, but we can't talk about life skill situation and get our numbers up. She got on drugs with this guy. She was was such a waste. She had such a gifted mind. Now all she does is play games. Well, you really look at it, she can play victim because maybe she is the victim. You get what I'm saying? She can't be playing something that she already is. She was a victim. See, let me give an example. Can I give it? Let me give an example. When a woman is dressing provocative, you advertising. Okay, no, put it like this: when a woman is dressed provocative, knowing that there are different types of pedophiles out here. When there's like when there are so many different types of pedophiles out here, and that woman get RAPE, do she play the victim or is she the victim? It can be both. To me, it can be both. It can be both because you already know there's different types of people out here, means out here, but you want to dress this way. But then as soon as you get RAPE, then you want to play the victim. When you set yourself out there, you see what I'm saying? That's what I don't. That's what I. That's I get what you're saying, but I just don't understand it. And that's why I don't understand. This live should be flooded with everybody that with everybody. I understand it's Father's Day and everybody might be busy, but at the same time, the people coming in and watching us talk, having a conversation, they should be interacting. But nobody want to talk about stuff like this. It's a shame. She had such a gifted mind. Man, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. And I think the way I see things now, the way things are going now, I think I'm gonna do a part 2 of this, morals and values, because today I know understand that it's Father's Day and people could be busy. But even like I said, even like I'm gonna put it like this. I understand like and I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna call it what it is. Okay. How H came into the room. He spoke. And I know that he sees what we're talking about. But I know he has some inputs or he has, some things that he want to say. But you just up and left. How can we make a difference if we don't talk about it? If we don't show action? See, people don't want to talk about stuff like that because sometimes it can hit home. It should have hit home. This should be talked about. I don't get it. Something that's very important people don't talk about. I don't even know. I don't even know what. I mean, I don't get it at all. I think people just embarrassed to air their dirty laundry. My sister played. My sister played victim. Nothing is very ever her fault. No, like I said, Michelle, if you really look at it, it's really not her fault. But at the same time, it is her fault. But at the same time, it's not her fault. Because, like I said, you got to go back where the situation started. See what I'm saying? Nobody never gave her that help or really reached out to her and reached out her to give her that help. That's what she's going to look at. She is the victim. It is her fault. And sometimes she's not the victim, and it's not her fault. That's all they can see. And it's not about airing out your dirty laundry. It's about telling your story because there might be somebody out there that needs to hear it and trying to figure out what they should do to get out of the situation or how they should get out of the situation. Maybe that your story can help that next person. Like the song said, how I got over. I mean, too many people want to pretend they like this person. Let me tell you something. You can pretend all day long. You can pretend all day long. How can you pretend? You can you can pretend that your life is perfect with me, but at the end of the day, can you pretend to God that your life is perfect? God sits high and looks down low. How can you hide something from me if you can't hide it from God, don't hide it from me. That should be our everyday life. You gonna why lie to me when you know when you don't lie to God? I'm not God. But by you telling that lie or pretend that you're being perfect in front of me, God sees everything. And God's gonna hold you accountable. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, you got three other people in the chat and they're scared. I know they got something they want to say, but they're scared to say it. Anybody saying something to come on here and air out your dirty laundry? That's not what we want to do. We don't want nobody to air out their dirty laundry. We want to talk about the situation. And then you can take whatever you learn from this situation or conversation and take heed to your life. I'm not asking nobody to air out their dirty laundry. Hey, Bianca, how are you? You know, it's a shame. I be wanting to put a video together, but I can't put a video together because I don't want nobody to look at me no any type of way to expose how we losing morals and values in everyday life, how we getting away from it. See, when we was coming up, our parents made us get summer jobs. You had to go out there and get a summer job. Too many people got family struggles. It's okay to talk about it. Yes, it's okay. Because some people feel like they don't have nobody to talk to. But we as a group of people that can bring forth something like this on social media and continue to do it, then it's going to be a platform where everybody can come to and be relieved. All you have to do is just let it out. And sometimes people want, you got some people out there that want to be heard, but they don't have nobody to talk to. My mom used to make up pick weeds out of the yard in the weekends, and we had a lot of choices. She was free. Okay, Bianca, I'm ask you this question. Do you have those same morals and values that your mom taught you? We live in a world now where females brag about pop and playing bees. People are lost. It is. When the last, okay, let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question. Let me ask both of y'all this question. When y'all was coming up, did y'all ever hear your mother or grandmother always mention something about their menstrual cycle? You know what I'm saying? Females these days are so proud to air that stuff out, to air it out. Yes, I do, but my sister does not because she feel like our straight parents ruined our life. No, it didn't ruin your life. You ruined it. Ruined her life. She ruined her life because she didn't stick with the morals and values that was set forth. That's just like I said earlier. God has set the pattern for us for our daily lives. God has set a pattern for us. So since God set the pattern and we messed up the pattern, now everything is haywire. Now we want to blame God for this. We want to blame God because we messed up the pattern. How can we blame our parents for giving us the morals and values? Then we go out there and mess up. Then we want to blame our parents. You can't blame your parents for being strict on you. That's just like my video I did that's going viral right now. We talk about being poor. Until this day, you got some people that used to like the Cool Whip bowl with the red spaghetti stains in it. You got some people that still eating out of those things just because I have money now that don't change the way I used to be. Yes, now her son graduated high school without a job or a plan, and her daughter's suspended for always fighting. I keep telling her to get some order. Put the kids before it's too late. All these baddies TV shows got our young girls think that's necessary. If we stop watching it, if we start watching these things, stop clicking on these things and start watching those things, the views of that show is going to drop and they're going to take it off TV. Because if they don't keep up the views, then it's going to come off TV. That's the same way with with those dispensaries. If we don't protest against those things, know that it's bad for our neighborhood, they're gonna pop up in the neighborhood. But we don't protest against stuff like that no more. That's just like, you know, that's just like the neighborhood see somebody get shot or get killed, and then the police start coming asking you questions. You don't want to say nothing. You don't want to say nothing. But as soon as something happens to your family, then you want everybody to speak up. How you want people to speak up when you didn't spoke up? When you didn't speak up? My kid's not even 2 years old, and people get mad at me because she does not have an iPad. I try to do better, but people clown you for trying. You can't worry about that. You can't worry about that. You can't worry about that because at the end of the day, Bianca, God is going to hold you accountable. God is going to hold you accountable for those kids. See, God gave your kids to you to babysit them for Him. Can I say that again? God gave you those kids to babysit them for Him. Way too many smoke shops going up, and I don't live anywhere close to all these kids shaking, shaking vape pens with THC at school being taught. So, like I said, it all starts at home. Man, let me tell you something, Michelle. We couldn't, me and my brother, we couldn't hide nothing. We couldn't hide nothing from our mom. I mean, when I say we couldn't hide nothing, we couldn't hide nothing. We thought we was hiding, but at the same time, we wasn't. Yes, being a parent is a full-time job. Some parents just don't know where to start. That's why I don't judge. Just imagine, be honest, just imagine what God goes through. Just imagine what God goes through each and every day. You get what I'm saying? Being God is a full-time job. He did what I miss each and every day. Yes, Michelle, and the baby don't smell, so the parents don't know. I would keep I would keep screen time away from a young kid as long as possible. But now kids got laptops and iPads from the school starting in kindergarten. Yeah. What happened to the old days? See, back in the days when we was coming to school, we didn't have laptops. We had books. But now they get away from the books. You know, yeah, kids, the things THC all day. That's good. Yeah. Man, I remember you couldn't even smoke on the school ground without getting suspended because the teachers are doing it. I'm just scared these kids are going to. You know, if we don't fight for them, who's gonna fight for them? If we don't stand up for them, who's gonna stand up for them? Like I said, it's time to take back what we lost. Y'all, faith ain't going to have bad long term consequences for these kids. My niece ordered me on and they delivered it to her. My sister didn't find out until weeks later. She was buying him cash out card. Wow. Wow. What she need with a cash out card in the beginning, in the first place? Why would she need a cash out card? Parents scared to punish because CPS always get called. You know what, Michelle? Like my mama say, told us, call them. Call CPS. And when you call CPS, tell them to come get you. And when they put you in a home where it's worse than what I'm doing to you, go ahead and call them. Go ahead and call them. Call them. Like the song say, call them up and tell them what you want. Call them. See, these kids these days, they don't know what it felt like to get a whooping with switches. They don't know what the feeling is to get a whooping with belts. They don't know the feelings of getting beaten with water hoses. They don't know all this stuff. Yup, my sister was scared and had my niece go stay with my dad. True story, my cousin was arrested for whooping my daughter and had to take parenting classes. The people done got away from the word of God. See, it's man's law that we should not whoop our kids. That's man's law. But in the word of God, the Bible says, spare the rod, you spoil the child. See, everything now these days is not biblical. It's man's law. But whose law are we gonna we gonna look up to? Because God is gonna hold us accountable. As long as you know you did what you're supposed to have done, I wouldn't worry about it. My parents would look at me and I would get scared. Man, what? Man, you know how it used to be when your parents give you that funny look and they ain't gonna ask you but one time to do something? Man, it's hard. I remember my mama was laying on the couch. She was laying on the couch. When I was coming up, and I think I was in high school or middle school. And man, she was going over with me with my homework, and I kept looking at the TV as she was talking to me about my homework or whatever. And I kept looking at that TV, and man, let me tell you something. I got the worst backhand slap I ever got in my life. That was the only worst. I mean, I ain't never been in a fight in a day of my life. I'm 51 years old and I never been in a fight. But I always been in a fight with my mom, not doing what was told. Man, them backhand slaps, man. And she used to wear rings on her finger. Them old good rings. The jewelry that they making now is not like the jewelry that was made back in the day.
Oh, hey
What's up, Queen? What's going on,
everybody.
Queen?
Uh,
Those jewelry
Time
was
out.
not
Flag
made
on the
back in
play.
the day.
You know?
Man, I'm telling you, when I say backhand slap, I mean I got a backhand slap for not paying attention. But that taught me. So whenever
What?
somebody is talking to you, pay attention.
Oh, okay.
When somebody's trying to teach you something, pay attention.
That's right.
My mom, I would
Hey,
never talk to my
Michelle.
mom the way
Hey,
my
Bianca.
mother
Hey, everybody. I got a flag on the play, though.
did at times. I got 3 kids and only have had trouble with my girls. All you got to
Y'all,
do, Michelle, is find out where these things go wrong. Can't get kids these days. CPS get called. Let them call. Let them call. See, it's going to be good for you, but bad for them. Because when CPS get called and they get taken away from you, and they go to another family that's gonna be worse than you, they gonna wish that they should have stayed home. They gonna wish that
Mhm.
they never should have called CPS. So let them
Mhm.
call. Let them call. Don't get scared. Give them the phone. Matter of fact, say here, there the phone is. Let them call. What's going on, Queen? You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Y'all want to hear the flag on the play?
We can't hear you. You must be on mute.
Can y'all hear me?
You moving your
Can y'all hear me now? Hello?
you might have to drop down and come back in. You get what I'm saying? So that's the reason why. Yes, what happened? I hear you. I couldn't hear. I couldn't hear. Hold on. Come back up. That might have been me. I might have my. I might have my. I might was on. Come on back up. Let me drop the link. That probably was me. You know what I'm saying? Man, call them. Don't be scared. You not only that you doing them a favor. They ain't doing. It's not doing you no favor. You doing them a favor. Since you don't want to listen, I'm not finna argue with you. I'm not finna fight with you. You want to call Child Protective Service? Here's the phone. Call them. Call them up and tell them what you want. Call them. Call them up. That's what you do.
Can everybody hear
Can
me?
everybody hear me? Yeah, it was me. It was my fault. I had my. I had mine. I had. I was on. I had my sound on mute.
Oh,
Oh. Oh yeah.
well, I got a
Go ahead.
flag on the play.
Go ahead.
Y'all know Crier is home, right? He don't have that band on, and Sosa's home, and I heard a child in the background.
Oh wow. Oh
He don't
yeah.
have
Oh
that
yeah.
band, and he just dropped the video today.
Oh
Talking
wow.
about, mom, he said his Father's Day, something the biggest Father's Day gift I've got, or
Oh
something
yeah.
like that.
I seen that. I seen that. I think that was a post as well. Yeah, I think that was a post as well.
Yeah, because
But
I was watching the video, and I'm like, he don't got that damn band on.
yeah, yeah.
I ain't mean to interrupt y'all little ceremony or whatever y'all had going on. I'm sorry. I just wanted to let
No,
y'all know.
we talking about morals and values. How we done lost. We as people done lost our morals and values in life.
Go ahead.
You know,
Yeah,
and it's
people need to have morals and values.
yeah. And sometimes like I said, Queen. Sometimes we can get on social media and we can talk about people and everything. But when it comes to taking that person out of the situation and talk about the actual situation, we don't talk about stuff like that. We don't talk
Right.
about it. Our number goes up every time, we talk about Choir, or we talk about Love by Erica, we talk about D. Laurie, we talk about everybody else. Those numbers goes up. But if we
Yep.
don't talk about them, if we don't talk about them and we talk about the actual problem, like mental health and child abuse and stuff like that, we don't talk about this stuff, then the numbers goes down. We should have
Yep.
a
Because they
platform.
don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about the truth. Some
No,
people do suffer from mental health.
yeah. Wow, the home already. Maybe she had the baby early and we saw. Yeah, she had a baby
Erica
early.
got mental problems.
Can you hear the baby crying in the background? But you
Erica,
know, that just like I said, everything starts from home. You can't, like I said, you can't sit here and teach your son not to sell drugs when you selling drugs in front of him. You can't teach your daughter not to be a prostitute or be a stripper or be whatever. And these are the things that you're doing.
right.
You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't put your child before a man. You can't put your child before a woman. You can't do that.
Some women do it.
And some men do it. We're not going to
Mm-hmm.
just put it on women's. We're going to put it on men's too.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? You can't teach your man. I mean, you can't teach your son how to be a man if you walk in the streets with your pants halfway down.
Nope.
You can't do that.
You can't
You can't
expect,
teach.
and women can't expect that to get a man to respect her if she don't respect herself.
No, thank you, thank you. That's what it comes at. You can't. I mean, just like an example, like I was telling Michelle, you can't sit here. You can't sit here. You got so many men that different types of men in this world. You see what I'm saying? You go out
Mhm.
here and you dress provocative, and then as soon as a man RAPE, then you want to play the victim
Right.
when you was out there advertising.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And like you see all on social media, you see the women with these tight shorts on and they showing everything. Come on, when it's time to cover up.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get rid of the word rape, dress to an impress. That means
Mm-hmm.
cover up. Let the minds of a
You
man.
can go to now, Michelle.
You see what I'm saying? You can't sit here. You can't sit here and expect for a man not to look when you sitting around here wearing shirts without a bra on, showing your showing your nipples and your nipple rings and all this kind of stuff. You can't expect for a man not to look. A man is going to look. But if you don't want a man to look, then cover up. If you don't want a man to say something, cover up. Then you got these men. I mean, where in the world did this stuff come from? Then here it is, you got men, they wearing tight jeans and they showing they print and all this kind of stuff, and y'all women falling for all this mess. Man, where did all this stuff come from? We don't lost our morals and values. I want to be able to make a change in life. Before I leave this world, I want to be able to make a change in somebody's life. I know I'm not perfect, and I'm not going to pretend that I'm perfect. I make mistakes. I do silly things. I do dumb things. But it's time to talk about these things. It's time to talk about these things. So sometimes I might come live and want to talk about Love by Erica. I might want to talk about J Mike. I want to make talk about Quiet. I might want to talk about D Lori. I might want to talk about Latoya. I might want to talk about any social media person that's out here. But at the end of the day, I want to talk about life, stuff that goes on in everyday life. See if we can reach out and make a difference. That's what I wanted, is to be able to make a difference. Where people can come, this platform where people can come and talk about their life, talk about what's going on. See that it might be, Betty Joe might come on the live and talk about her situation, and then there's somebody else that done been through what Betty Joe went through and can help her to get out of her situation. You're right, Bianca. Some people don't want to change. But just like the old saying is, highway or die way, the choice is yours. Heaven or hell, the choice is yours. But see, we're not making nobody do anything that they don't want to do. But we can't come on here every day and talk about the same people every day without without talking about making a change. You see, we can talk about Love by Erica every day and what she's doing. But are we talking about what we doing each and every day in our life? No. Some people like to be victims in everything, which is why it's hard to help people. It's not hard to help people. We choose not to help people. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna be held accountable, but not helping. See, what we gotta realize, Bianca, is the magic words that we want to hear when our day comes, when judgment day comes with God. Well done, thou good and faithful servant. That's what we want to hear. We make it hard because we don't help. That's what the hard part is about, because we don't help. The Bible tells us if a man is thirsty, give him something to drink. If a man is hungry, feed him. But we don't do that. See, we don't look at the situation, we look at the person instead of looking at the situation. How many of us ride past a homeless person every day knowing that we got $10 that we can spare to give to that homeless person? I know I'm a victim of it. I can admit that I'm a victim of it. That I ride past, sometimes I can have money in my pocket and ride past a homeless person instead of stopping and say, hey man, God bless you, here's $10. I know I'm a victim of it. See, I'm not scared to admit. Instead of us, oh, look at him. He ain't gonna do nothing, go buy alcohol. That's none of your business. Don't you supposed to do what you supposed to have done. If he wants to go and take that $10 and buy him some liquor, hey, that's on him. He's got to be accountable for that. But as long as you do what you're supposed to do and give the accountability, then hey, say, hey, God, I did it. I did a good deed for today. Like I said, God put us in this. God gave you kids for you to babysit for Him. Answer to your question, Michelle. Yes, it's all the kids there, and Damien planning on moving for privacy reasons. We all know it's because some people don't want to change stuff. Yeah, they don't want to change. They don't want to change. They don't want to change. They're too wrapped up. They too wrapped up. What's that movie? Players Club. What that girl said on the Players Club? Don't make that money. Don't let the money make you. And that's what some people have done. They let the money make them instead of making the money. Man, I mean, money comes, money goes. You see what I'm saying? Don't let money change your situation. You see what I'm saying? You change the money, but don't let the money change you. Just because you're a big time YouTuber, you still live with the same morals and values as when you was broke. Just because I didn't have it then, I'm not gonna have it now. Because I'm not gonna allow that money to change me. You see what I'm saying? Yes. They let money change them. And I don't get it at all. I don't get it at all. And see, like tonight, I only got 4 people in the live. 4 people. But it wasn't like yesterday or the other day or the other day or the other day when I had my number when we was talking about people. But now we ain't talking about nobody. We ain't talking about no YouTubers. No famous YouTubers or nothing. We just generally talk about everyday life, about morals and values. Man, come on now. We got to be scared. We got to stop being scared. It's time to take back what we lost. It's time to take back our community. It's time to take back our kids. It's time to take back our mental health. It's time. It's time to take back it now before it's too late. Don't wait for your loved ones to be laying in front of the church, and you sitting there saying, "I could have done something." It's too late. It's too late. We sitting there talking about what I could have, should have. Why talk about something that you could have, should have when a person is dead? You ain't talking about it. You ain't do nothing then, so why talk about it? I wish I was there for my cousin. I wish. Why wasn't you? Now you want to sit here. Now your cousin laying in front of the church. Now you sit here crying and talking about, oh, I wish I could have been there for my cousin. I don't get it. I didn't get it. You know what? I got a back. I sometimes that be fake. You know, I got backlash when I had a cousin that passed away from fentanyl, who OD'd on fentanyl. And I came back and I made a long video. And I mean a long video. Because I got so fed up with all the fakeness. You know, we didn't sit together as a family when he passed. We talked about, I ain't gonna say we. I'm not gonna say we, 'cause I'm putting me in it too. I'm not, because I'm part of, because I'm family. But we talk about his bad habits and all this kind of stuff. We knew what he was going through. We knew what he was going through. See, my cousin, he was a mama's boy. He was a mama's boy. And before his mother passed, she already knew that he was on drugs. He was using drugs and all this kind of stuff. But he lost it. His mother passed. And we knew that was going to be his breaking point. When I say breaking point, he was going to fall. Now he passed away, and people sitting up here talking about what they could have, should have done. See, it it, it hurts when talking about stuff like this. We need to be a platform where people can come and talk about their problem and not judge them of their problem. You know, and see, that's one thing about what we're doing now is that we we talk about love by earth. The only thing we're trying to do is help love by earth. Sometimes we can sit here and talk about choir. The only thing we trying to do is help Christ. See, that's just like I know some stuff that he, I'm trying to reach out to him and tell him what's going on, but he don't want to hear it. What happened to those times when we was growing up in a neighborhood where it takes a village to raise a child? When your child was out there on the playground crying and Miss Mary seeing your child out there being bad and your Miss Mary chastised your child and then she brings your child home and tell you what your child did, then you chastise your child. That's a village. But now if Miss Mary were to see your child out there acting up and she spank your child and then she bring your child home and tell you want what your child did, now you want to fight Miss Mary for putting her hands on your child. Why would you want to argue with Miss Mary for putting her hands on your child when you should have been putting your hands on your child a long time ago? Maybe little Johnny wouldn't be bad if you would have put your hands on little Johnny before little Johnny became bad, started to be bad. See, it takes a village. It's just not the mama, daddy, the aunties, the uncles, the grandma. The village goes out way past them. It's the people that's in your neighborhood that can be a village to you and your kids. It's the people that's in your village that can stop you and your family from being homeless. It's the people that's in your village that can stop you from having your lights cut off. But we let pride get in the way. Then we lose our morals and we lose our values. There's nothing wrong with coming on here laughing and talking and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong. But sometimes, like the old saying, sometimes you got to get down to business and talk about what really matters. See, now it's like now we sit up here. We knew, we heard all the things that Trump was going to do before Trump got elected. We heard all the things that he was going to do. And now all the stuff is taking place. Now we complaining when we had the chance to do something before he got elected. But the vote. You see what I'm saying? We got to take back what we lost, people. We can't let our kids be lost to this world. Bible tells us, the Bible tells me when I was a child, I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. Some of us now are still playing childish games as an adult. We never put away our childish things. We as men, we are too busy want to play PlayStation, Xbox, and all this kind of stuff all day, every day, instead of going out here and providing for our family. It's time to take back what we lost. See, back in them days, when grandmama and grandpa did separate, Grandpa didn't leave the family. What Grandpa did was move his stuff into the other room, and Grandpa still took care of family. Grandpa still took care of his kids. Grandpa didn't move out. Grandpa moved into another room, moved out of the room him and Grandma was in, but he didn't move out of the house. Ali, lower your voice. See, we don't talk about stuff like that. And I know maybe tonight, I might lose some of y'all as subscribers, but I had to tell the truth. I had to come on here and talk and say what really needs to be said. I mean, it's a shame. It's a shame. Anybody got anything they would like to say? And even when I made my post today, turn it down. When I made my post, I only got one like. I'm back. Well, let's plan for another night and hopefully get more reaction. You know what? That's why I say it's gonna be another. It's gonna be a part two. I'm gonna edit this part one. Go handle something. So I will be back tomorrow. Good night. I hope you have an amazing process. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. As long as I'm above ground. As long as I'm above ground, it was. I had an amazing day. Amazing day. And I'm gonna make some phone calls, see if I can get some people to come join the live. And like I said, tomorrow, let's make tomorrow night as part two. Invite, matter of fact, invite your coworkers, invite your friends to take part of this tomorrow night. Talk to your friends, talk to your family members, spread the word. It's time to take back what we lost. It's time to go back. It's time to treasure hunt again. It's time to treasure hunt. And it's bad. It's bad when people rather watch. They rather watch stuff that's bad than watch something that is good. It's sad. Like I said, people are coming into this chat and speaking, and then they leaving. What are y'all afraid of? Y'all afraid of making changes? Are you afraid of changing? What are you afraid of? It's time to get a grip on life again. It's time. I don't know what other 4 people on here watching, but the comments should have been flooded. The panel should have been flooded. We rather as people rather invest our money into alcohol, to weed, to cocaine, to all evil stuff, but we won't take our money and invest it into our kids. That nickel bag, that dime bag, that quarter ounce, that pound, that $10 crack rock, that $20 crack rock, that $30 crack rock, that $40 crack rock. All that could be invested into your kids, but you want to invest it. You rather give your money to a drug dealer for him to provide for his family because you want to get high. Now your family is without food, and you think that drug dealer gonna give you some food or gonna have pity on you? No, he's not. Now your lights off. You ain't got no food. You ain't got no water. You ain't got nothing. We done lost our morals and we done lost our value. Every morning you need to look into that mirror and say to yourself, what am I worth? What is my worth? Wait. Let me put on. Yeah. But before we leave tonight, let's take a look at that video. Let's see if he got. Let's take a look at this video. Let's see if he got a video up. Let me share the video. Share the video. Let's share the screen. Share the screen. Share the screen.
Another video. Yes, I'm back with another video, man. I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed, and amazing day today. If you have not subscribed to Subscribe family, you already know what to do. Turn that so that you will also get the notifications every time I upload a video right here on the Crier family. So first and foremost, man, I want to say happy Father's Day to all of you fathers out there, man, that's doing y'all thing. And happy Mother's Day. I have right, because I'm a dad and I'm a darn good dad. As a matter of fact, speaking of me being a dad, I'll just say that for another video. But anyway, man, before I start this video off, sorry if I hear noise in the background. I'm actually frying some, you know what, I'll just let you guys see it. Before I start this video off, man, let me set this down, man. Because I don't want to get emotional and start tearing up and stuff like that, man. You know, I have the best family, man. I have an awesome family, man. You know, I do, man. I have an awesome family. My son, Akeem. My son, Gary. My daughter, Mark. My son, the best family that you can ask for, man. Man. I love my family so much. So, y'all watching this video, which I know y'all are, because y'all always send me messages every time I drop video. Say, good video, Dad. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. It looks like it's a day of gifts that just keep giving. And I guess it's a big one, man. I have no idea. How much it means running around, you know, enjoying, you know, their Sunday with their dad on Father's Day. Anyway, I really want to show you guys, man, because I don't even know what's in this bag. So, here in a minute, but I heard my doorbell ring. So I'm going to go outside, they'll go off. I'm not for sure what is out here, but I heard something. Let's see what we got. Well, I don't know if that's on my phone. Is it me? Hey, I brought your bags in the house. You're welcome. So we're gonna set this with you guys. We're gonna open it together. But I was telling you guys about the noise earlier. Very last 48 hours has been life-changing, guys. It has been life-changing, whatever you say. The last 48 hours has been life-changing. And I'm gonna tell you guys, there's a lot of changes coming, and you guys, they're saying it. I keep my promises. I keep my promises, man. I told you guys, multiple videos. You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. I'm gonna bring it to you guys, man. Comment down below, guys, if you guys want to see Darian. Comment down below right now if you guys miss Darian and you want to see Darian. I don't mean in Indiana where we from. I mean, comment down below if you want to see Darian right here with his dad. Comment down below. And if you do, well, you know what, man? If I get this video to 1,000 likes, man, I'm gonna do something special for y'all. If I only get 500 likes on it, man, I think about it. But if I get 1,000 likes, I will do it, man. So anyway, we finna agree to unzip this real quick, man, because I don't know what my baby got me. You know, I'm really excited, man. Like, this is Father's Day, man. And a lot of you guys probably know some things already, but a lot of you guys probably still kind of confused. But it's man, this is coming down, man. I'm sorry, man. Listen, guys, I'm so freaking excited. Literally, I'm all over the place today, man. If you know, you know, man. And if you don't know, you will know soon. But just know this right here, man. No matter what people say about you, man, don't let nobody take the good from you because of what somebody said about you. You must keep striving to make yourself a better person. You must keep striving to become that better person. To be that dad, or that mom, or that friend, that husband, or that wife that you need to be. You need to keep striving. I told you guys in a recent video, someone asked me, since being in church, has God changed my life? And I said, it hasn't changed my life. It changes the way that I think. It changes how I respond. Most importantly, you know, it changed me in ways of how I treat people. And I realized, man, you walk into a store, someone's mean to you, and let the door slam in your face, and they could have just held it for a few seconds. Don't get mad at them, man. Thank them for that, man. Thank them, because it's a blessing. It's a blessing, man. Church has helped me in my life in more ways than one. I'm going to tell you guys something. Today is Sunday, June 5th. I'm doing this video right now on this Sunday. So when you guys get this video, I just got done doing this video. Today, I didn't make it to church this morning. Because when I go to church on Sundays, I go as a family. Even when my kids are not with me on that particular weekend, we still get up and go to church as a family. What'd you say? You want the remote? Who? Hold on for a second. I'll get it. Okay, I've been there. And so I didn't go to church today. I couldn't make it to church. And you know, I kind of felt bad about it. I made that a part of my life, a part of what I'm going to do. You done took your clothes out the drawer, little girl. Give me this. This girl got the drawer, took the clothes out the drawer. Nice one. What are you doing? Why are you taking yourself out of the drawer?
Wait, I thought Venmo was for paying people.
Yeah, and for everything else.
Everything.
Everything.
You want some chicken? Yeah. You want some chicken wings? Huh? You want chicken wings? Yeah. I hear that. Dion, you want chicken wings? Huh? Okay, we just got back from getting haircuts, man. So my little man see all freshed up, you know, pops. You know what I'm saying? My barber got me in on Father's Day, you know, because he knows how to food I am. Solid ass food, bro. Anyway, man, if you're not in the church, man, you know, and you got 7 days in a week, 24 hours in a day, you know, it won't hurt you to surrender some of that time over to God, man. You know, Sundays, we don't even go for the whole day, man, like most churches. You know, they have 2 church services at my church. One from 9 till 10:30, and the next one from 10:30 to 11:30, man. So you only gotta give God like that hour, man. Give them that hour of your time. If you breathing, you blessed. Whether you broke, you struggling, you going through it, you blessed to be here to say that you're struggling. You're blessed to be here to say that you broke. You're blessed to see here to be here to say that you're going through it. Guys, did you realize everything you do and say is a blessing? Every breath that comes out your body is a blessing. You know, we have so many ways to complain, man. Talk about ways that you can fix your situation. You know, God is good, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man. So anyway, I'm gonna get ready to probably pull this first batch of wings out, and then we're gonna open this up. And we're gonna talk about something real quick. A comment that someone left, and you know, the comment pertains to my children. And today I'm going to answer a question for you guys that I've been asking. For those of you who don't know, when you fry chicken wings, try to use oil. It's very expensive. Buying this oil is very expensive. It really is. But yeah, it's beyond. Hold on for a second. She's not hitting you. Chicken wings, when you deep fry them, I like to deep fry them because when they float to the top of the grease, it means those wings are done, man. But before I pull those out, I want to ask a question that people have been asking me, and then we will start the unboxing of my gift from Soso. So, people were asking me in the comments, and I've seen it on TikTok. You guys do know I've been on TikTok a lot. I haven't uploaded today because today is actually my first full day at home. And I haven't even been home a full day yet. You know, it's our first full day home. We haven't been home a full day. So I haven't uploaded on TikTok today to my fans over there because they show your boy a lot of love. I ain't gonna lie. I apologize, but I will be back over there tomorrow, maybe even tonight. But it's been asked to me multiple times, Mr. Crier, I noticed that when you do YouTube videos, you really don't put your kids in the videos. Do you still get your kids? And the answer to that question is, I get my kids every time I'm supposed to get them. Every time. This month, 3 weeks in a row. Last month, 3 weekends in a row. Next month of July, the whole entire month of July. I have my kids a whole lot. I just stopped showing my children on YouTube videos. Now, you guys might hear them in the background. I can't help that. My kids are going to be children. I'm not going to make them shut up because I'm doing a YouTube video. I'm going to listen to what they're saying to me. This girl done put on 2 dresses, man. Thank you for that dress on. You still look cute. I have multiple reasons why I really don't put my children in videos, guys. I told you guys a while back that I'm moving towards more privacy in my life. I'm going to continue doing social media. I'm never stopping. But I'm moving with privacy in my life. I find it best that if I keep certain things off the internet, that it's going to let me keep my peace of mind. You know, if you guys know, I told you before, I've seen my children put next to people and different emojis and a lot of different things that were said about them that was really, really hurtful to me as a dad to sit back and watch the type of stuff I used to see. And, you know, a lot of stuff was just hurtful for me to witness on this big platform like this. You know, YouTube is the biggest platform in the world. And whether you guys believe it or not, the stuff that's posted is there forever. That's why I try to watch what I say, because I don't want my kids seeing me to continue, you know, doing stuff on the internet that they have to get teased about when they go to school, when they get older, and bullied about, because bullying is real. And so I just decided to really just keep my children, you know, off this here platform. When I say children, I mean my minor children. Darian wants to be in the video, we could do 20 videos. Me and my son, Damon, Bianca, Margaret, Akeem, we get, you know, we gonna all do our thing, man. But I just find it better for me as a peace of mind to just keep my minor children off of this platform. And again, you guys probably will hear them when they're with me, but I will not be showing them. And there was other reasons people said I was using my children for views. I've never had to use one of my children for views, whether I got low views or high views. My bag don't stop. I'm gonna get the bag regardless because I'm a hard-working man. It's the work I put in. If I drop one video and then do 1,000 views, guess what? I'm gonna drop another video to make up for the slack. You know, I am a go-getter. And so I won't be stopped. I will not stop until God takes me away. But anyway, I just want to just answer that question for people asking, why don't I put my smaller children in videos anymore? It's just, for me, it's just a lot better inside my home. It's just for me. It's just a peace of mind for me because it's, you know, we live in an evil. Be in the bed. Their bedtime is at 8:30. Every time they're with me, I put them in the bed at 8:30. I make sure before they go to bed, they eat dinner, and they both get one. So I had took 10 wings off to put in here, and thought I would put all 10 of them in here, but I decided I only put 6 in here. 4 more wings I have to put in here, but we're gonna open up the gift before we do all that. Okay, guys, this is what we've been waiting on, man. I'm excited. I've actually waited all day long. I ain't gonna say all day long because I didn't even go into the boxes until we actually got them. So we're gonna just get right into it, guys. So this is the package right here. Ooh, and it's in a box. It's another box with it, though. Check it out. It says, is it Jackson? Well, Jax with an X, so Jackson. I don't know. I need a sip. I know. Hurry up, man. Here. Okay. Drum roll. Here we go. Drum roll. This for me. This ain't for you. Drum. It's another box, y'all. You better not sell. Check it out. This fancy. I ain't never get this box. Ever. Holy cow. I know you didn't. Your gold chain. The biggest one I have in my whole collection. Oh. Oh my God, it's heavy too. Oh shoot. I got a gold chain, guys. So Father, thank you. You've been late. I tell me nothing. Oh, what? Stop the press, man. Your way got that gold chain on. Thank you for watching, man. And shout out again to all of my family, man. Y'all know who you are, man. I love you, but appreciate it, man. This is by far one of the best Father's Day, the best Father's Day I've got. Again, like I said, comment down below. If you know, you know. Until next time, I'm Damian Pryor. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video. I'm out. Peace.
Thank y'all. Sorry about that. I know that's going to be taken out. But all right, y'all. This is it for the night. I will be back tomorrow night with part 2 of morals and values. Um, I love each and every one of y'all from the bottom of my heart to the depth of my soul. Y'all means the world to me. So let's get together tomorrow, and I'll see y'all then. Love y'all. I'm out.